All right, welcome back to another Uptempo basketball game. My name is Brian Hafferkamp, and I'm the designer and creator of Uptempo basketball. And in this replay, we're going to be continuing our opening night replay, 1995-96 season. First game was won by the Hawks over the Pacers, a little bit of a surprise. And in this game, it will be Milwaukee at Boston. Eastern Conference matchups all over the place, as you would expect from sort of the first games of the night. This was played on November 3rd, 1995. And Milwaukee won this one 101-100, so we'll see how it goes on the tabletop. Starting for Milwaukee is Sherman Douglas, Johnny Newman, Glenn Big Baby Robinson, Ben Baker, and Benoit Benjamin. For the Celtics, it's Dana Barros, Greg Miner, Rick Fox. This is the Rick Fox era in Boston. Dino Raja and Eric Montrose. So Montrose, former North Carolina Tar Heel. So Rick Fox. Todd Day is on this team, notable. He played for Arkansas. Remember those great Arkansas teams in the 90s, and so did Lee Mayberry, I believe. So Terry Cummings still playing, but he's coming off the bench, and never nervous Purvis Ellison for the Celtics coming off the bench as well at the center position. David Wesley, early in his career in this game, a Baylor Bear. So grew up watching him as a kid in Texas. Okay, this is Milwaukee at Boston. Let's have the tip-off. Tip-off is 1-50 to Milwaukee, 51-100 the Celtics. And we got the Celtics ball first. So kicking off, first Celtics possession is going to be a two-point attempt. That comes from Eric Williams, 44% shooter. He's being guarded by Glenn Robinson, who is not a great defender, but a great scorer. So 49% is going to be his new percentage, and doesn't matter as Williams puts it in for two, and that's going to be our first bucket of the game. 2-0 Celtics here very early in this game in our opening night replay. 67, that's going to be 2 points to Sherman Douglas, the former Syracuse Orangeman point guard. 25 is going to be a free throw attempt. That goes to who? That goes to David Wesley, 75% shooter. He puts one of two in, and where is he? Makes the first, misses the second, and we didn't do our two up here. So 3-2 is the lead for Boston early in this game. 74, that'll be a bucket going to Glenn Robinson, and we'll see how he does in this game if he gets to be heated up. There is free throw attempts. That goes to Eric Williams again. So he makes 2 of 2. And Williams with 4 points early in this game for Boston. Off the bench, too. 43 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Ben Baker, down low, 49% shooter. He'll be facing off against Dino Raja, who's a neutral defender. So 1-49 is a make, and Ben Baker, with a little turnaround down in the lane, is going to put in 2. And that is a 6-5 lead now for Milwaukee over Boston. Here's a 35. 35 is free throw attempts. That goes to who? That goes to David Wesley again. So Wesley with 2 more free throws. Or 2 free throws, I guess. That's 3 points in the game for him. And we move to Milwaukee. Milwaukee with the turnover as they come back down the floor. That'll be turnover number 1 for them. Not a great team. They're just they're in the bottom. Both of these teams are not great teams. They're both they have a 1 for their run, so that means they're in the last third of the league, and which probably makes them evenly matched, honestly. So Boston comes back down the floor. That's a 36 2-point attempt. That's from Rick Fox. Fox is being guarded by Glenn Robinson. So Robinson is a bit like a sieve when he's guarding people. It's going to be a 54, so 1-54, and he manages to still miss. So Rick Fox with the miss, and back down the floor come the Bucks. Here's an 86. 86 is going to be a bucket. That goes to Ben Baker as he gets out on the break after the miss and puts in the layup. 8-7 is the Milwaukee lead now. An 82 here, that's going to be a bucket, goes to Eric Williams. Williams with 6 in the game to start for the Celtics. 58 is going to be automatic 2. That comes from Ben Baker again. Baker with 6 in the quarter. 10-9 is the Milwaukee lead as the Celtics get to the rim and get fouled. That's going to go to Dana Barros, who's an 88% free throw shooter. So that's his first 2 of the game. And now 11-10 is the Celtic lead with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the quarter. Here's a 40. 40 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Benoit Benjamin, being guarded by Eric Montrose, who's a +4 defender. That's part of the problem for these teams, is the +3, +5 defense for this. So Benjamin with +4 is a 56% shooter, and he's got the little turnaround, a little head fake, and he lays it in. And so that's going to be 12-11 for Milwaukee as they get 2 in the paint. 68, that's going to be a bucket from Dino Raja. Raja, nice player. European player, really nice skills, good shooter. And 88 is going to be almost a 3. But that's going to be a 2-point bucket from Ben Baker as Milwaukee comes back down the floor and takes the lead again. 14-13, Milwaukee over the Celtics. The Celtics come down and they toss it away. That's going to be their first turnover of the game. And let's see, Milwaukee gets into their set, 78. That's going to be 2 points from Benoit Benjamin. Benjamin with 4 in the game in the paint. So Milwaukee killing it in the paint in this game, just hammering down low. And Boston comes back. This is going to be a 2-point attempt. This is from David Wesley. He is guarded by Lee Mayberry. Mayberry is a +7 defender. So instead of 47% shooter, he's a 54% shooter. So didn't make any difference there as Wesley misses on the jumper. Back down the floor come the Bucks. Bucks, they get it to Sherman Douglas. Douglas to the hole, and he's got it for 2. That's going to be an 18-13 lead as Milwaukee pulling away a little bit here in the midpoint of the first quarter. A 46 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That comes from Todd Day. He is being guarded by Johnny Newman, who's a +7 defender. So Todd Day moves up to a 45% shooter, and didn't matter there as Day misses the jumper. Milwaukee back down the floor. That's an 87. 87 is 2 points for Big Baby Glenn Robinson. And 20-13 is the lead for the Bucks. Here's a bucket that comes from Dana Barros as he hits a jumper for 2. 20-15 now. Milwaukee over the Celtics. 4 minutes left in the quarter. Here's a 42. That's a 2-point attempt. This comes from Ben Baker. So who's he being guarded by? He's being guarded by Dino Raja, who's a neutral defender. So Ben Baker, a 1-49 is a make, and he misses as he tries to hit the turnaround jumper, and that doesn't go in. There's a 56. 56 is 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Dino Raja, 50% shooter. He's being guarded by Ben Baker, who's a +3 defender, so 1-53. And Dino Raja with the points in the paint as he draws the Celtics within 3. 20-17 is Milwaukee's lead. Here's a 51. That's a 2-point attempt to Glenn Robinson. Robinson being guarded by Rick Fox, who's a +2 defender. So 1-50 is a make, and Glenn Robinson with the little turnaround jumper from 14 feet. And the lead is 22-17. Here's a 67. 67 from the top of the key. That's going to be Dino Raja as he drops it in for 2. And we have under 3 minutes left in the quarter. The Bucks make it to the line, and this is going to be a 42. This is from Robinson. He's an 81% shooter, and Glenn Robinson drops in both for his 8th points. He's got 8 in the quarter. 24-19 and the Celtics come down and throw it away, that's going to be turnover number 2 for Boston. And let's see if those Bucks can capitalize. This is a 41, a 2-point attempt that comes from Sean Respert, 41% shooter. He's being guarded by Greg Minor, who's a +6, so that makes him a 47% shooter. Didn't really matter as Respert, with his first bucket of the game, off the bench. So the Celtics down 26-19 to Milwaukee. This is a 24. 24 is going to be free throw attempts. That goes to Eric Montross. Montross, terrible free throw shooter, but he does make one and misses one. So the Celtics get one back. It's 26-20 Milwaukee over the Celtics. 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's a 56. 56 is an and one, hits right on it. There's only one chance here for the Bucks to get that, but that's going to go to Benoit Benjamin as he goes strong to the hole underneath in traffic, and he gets hammered and makes the bucket. He goes to the line. He hits the free throw, and that's going to be the old traditional three-point play for Benoit Benjamin as the lead is now 29-20 Milwaukee over Boston. Boston comes back down, and Montrose goes strong to the hole, takes it and gets fouled. He misses the first and the second, and so that's never good. So, nope. Maybe a little hack-a-shack strategy at some point for them. Here's a 30. That's going to be a free throw attempt for Johnny Newman. Newman's an 80% free throw shooter as he knocks in his first 2 of the game. 31-20 is the lead. Couple more possessions left in this first quarter. This is a 41 to Boston. 61 is Montrose as he gets it down low, and he turns around in the lane, and he's going to be guarded by Benoit Benjamin, who's a neutral defender. So 1-56, and Montrose puts that in from close range, and that's going to be a 31-22 lead for Milwaukee as they get the last possession of the quarter and promptly turn it over. So that's going to be our quarter. Let's just make sure that everything is okay. So we got 4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. So nice quarter from Glenn Robinson. Nice quarter from Vin Baker as he also had 8. And then 7 for Benoit Benjamin. So really nice quarter for Milwaukee. 6, 8, 16, 24, 31. And that is what we have there. So doing a good job there. 31, and to Boston, it will be 2, 4, 6, 6, and 3. Tough quarter there for Eric Montrose, but he ended it with a bucket, right? So 7, 13, 19, 22. Is that what we have? That's what we have here. All right. Excellent. So 31-22 is the lead for Milwaukee over Boston. Boston's going to get the ball first in the second quarter, and we are this is actually the first game at the Fleet Center. So I looked that up when I was just kind of seeing the statistics and different things about the season. This is the first game at the Fleet Center for Boston. All right, so the Celtics with the ball to start the second quarter. It's going to be 45. That's going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Dana Barros. Barros being guarded by Lee Mayberry, who's a +7. So that makes him a 59% shooter, and Barros with the deuce to start the second quarter. And that cuts the lead to 31-24, Milwaukee over Boston. There's a 67. That's going to be buckets for Glenn Robinson as he picks up right where he left off. So 33-24 is the lead. And to the line goes Todd Day as he gets hammered on a jumper, an attempt, and he's going to go to the line for 2. He knocks in 1, 70% or 6% free throw shooter as he drops in both free throws. And 33-26 is Milwaukee's lead. They come down, narrowly avoid another turnover, and instead it's going to be a 2-point attempt from Benoit Benjamin. Benjamin being guarded by Ellison this time, so he's a -2. Drops him down to a 1 to, or I'm sorry, the free throws, right? That's free throws, 73%. So he hits the first, misses the second, and Benjamin comes away with 1. So 34-26, 8-point lead for Milwaukee as Boston brings it back down the floor. Going hard to the rim is Todd Day again, and he just decided to take it on himself in this quarter, and that's 2 more for Todd Day as he's got 4 in the quarter. He's got a couple of 4 free throws, makes. Milwaukee comes down and throws it away. That's going to be turnover number 3 for them. And Boston, let's see if they can capitalize and close that lead. This is a bucket from Dino Raja as Raja comes back with a 2-pointer. He's got 8 for the game. The lead is what? So 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So the lead is 34-30. Milwaukee with the ball. They come down. That's going to be 2 points for Johnny Newman. Haven't heard much from him. That's his 4th point of the game. 36-30. Milwaukee over the Celtics. 9 minutes left in the half. Here's an 86, and that will be to David Wesley as David Wesley drops in the bucket. And that is 32 points for the Celtics. Milwaukee back to the line, and this will be Benoit Benjamin. Good free throw shooter for a big man, 73%. He knocks them both in, and that's going to be 38-32 is the Milwaukee lead. Coming back down the floor, they drop it down into Montrose. He drop steps, takes it to the basket, and he hits for 2. That'll be 34-38. Milwaukee over Boston. 8 minutes left in the half. Here's a 51 2-point attempt that goes to Terry Cummings, sort of the old man of the group here, coming off the bench. Cummings, a great player, or all-star player over his career. 46% shooter in this season. He'll be guarded by Dino Raja, and so 1-46. And he just misses off the back of the rim as Cummings misses his first shot of the game. Back to the Celtics on the rebound. They come down. Here's a 2-point attempt. That is Rick Fox. Fox, 49% shooter. He's guarded by Robinson, so that bumps him up to a 54. And doesn't matter as Robinson provides a little bit of resistance there for Rick Fox, and Rick Fox misses the 2. Here's a 60. That's going to be an auto bucket. That comes from Benoit Benjamin. He's got 2, 4, 5 in the second quarter. He's got 12 for the game. Here's a 45. That's a 2-point attempt. That goes to Rick Fox again as he gives it another try, also guarded by Robinson. So back to a 54%, and he misses again. So tough one for Rick Fox as he has missed all 3 of his shots, unable to get on the board. But Milwaukee's helping the Celtics out by throwing the ball away occasionally, and the Celtics come back down the floor. This is going to be 2 free throws to Greg Minor. He misses the first and makes a second. And just a tale of lots of misses here, lots of missed opportunities for both teams. 38-35 is the lead for, at least I think it's 35. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. No, I missed one in here. So 40-35 is the lead. Milwaukee with the ball, 5.5 minutes left. Here is free throw attempts. That goes to Glenn Robinson, 81% shooter, and he puts it in at the line. That's 4 points in the quarter for Glenn Robinson. I think he's the big dog. He's not Big Baby, right? Big Baby is somebody else. Who is that? I don't remember. I can't remember. The big dog is Glenn Robinson. I think he's the big dog. 66. That'll be a bucket to Rick Fox. Fox finally gets on the board with his first 2 of the game. 37-42. 42-37, Milwaukee. Here is a drive down the lane that goes to Terry Cummings as he gets fouled. 65% free throw shooter. He makes one, he makes two, and Terry Cummings on the board with his first two of the game. 44-37, Milwaukee over Boston. Here's a 50. This is a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Greg Minor. Minor's being guarded by Johnny Newman, who is a +7. That makes Minor a 58% shooter, and he misses anyway. So that's going to be a miss for him. And Milwaukee comes back down. Another turnover, as that's turnover number 5 in the game. They're averaging 15 a game, so they're on pace. 83, that's going to be a bucket. That goes to Greg Minor as he finally gets on the board with a field goal attempt. His first field goal of the game. 39-44, 44-39, Milwaukee. Milwaukee comes down. That's Sherman Douglas getting to the hole, and that's his first two of the second quarter. 46-39, Milwaukee over Boston. Boston, this is going to be a turnover, only turnover number 3 for them. And see, Milwaukee comes down and promptly starts a run. They have a 1 in 100 chance of a run, and they hit on it. And here's an 18. That's a 9-2 run for the Bucks. And let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I like to just draw a little line there. And that's 1, 2. So just like to indicate that there are scoring runs. Helps me keep track of how the sort of the game narrative, I guess. And 9-2. This is an 84, so this will be the last line here. Make sure we're still connected. The last line here, that's going to be 3 for the shooting guard, 3 for Newman, 3-pointer, and that'll be a bucket for Vin Baker. His first 2 of this quarter, and that's going to be 4 points for Benjamin. So a couple of put-ins for him, and that gets, the 2 is for Boston. Let's see, that's going to be Rick Fox with his second bucket of the quarter. All right, and that's going to take us down to 1 minute left in the second quarter as we take 2 minutes off of the scoring run, and it will be Celtic basketball. Celtics come down, and they get a bucket from Dino Raja. Raja with 4 in the quarter. He's got 10 in the game. 55-43, 12-point lead for Milwaukee as there are only a couple possessions left in this half. That's going to be buckets from Vin Baker, as Baker has 12 in the game. And the Celtics' last possession, they're going to get a basket from Dino Raja. So he follows up one basket with another. And I should have counted Baker's. I think that's going to square us up right. All right, so at the half, tentatively, we have 57-45, 12-point lead for the Celtics. For the Bucks at the half. So there's 2, 5, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for Benoit Benjamin. So excellent quarter there for him. He's up to 16 in the game. There's 7, 11, 15, 17, 26. And let's see, should be 26. That's good. All right. So a little bit cooler in that half, or in that quarter, than the first quarter for Milwaukee, but still consistent. And 2, 2, 2, 3. There's a 4, 4 for Rick Fox, and 2. So 2, 4, 7, 11, 15, 21, 23. So only marginally better for the Celtics, and that's going to be should be 55 or 45. That's right. Okay, so we're all good on the scoring as the Bucks outscored the Celtics 26-23 in that quarter, and it's going to be Milwaukee basketball to start the second half. So what is our score? Our score is 57-45. Milwaukee 12 points up on Boston as we head to the second half. Milwaukee has the ball first. They bring it down the floor. This is going to be a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Terry Cummings. He's being guarded by Dino Raja, so that's going to be a true 46%. And Cummings, again, with a miss. And he is struggling a little bit, only 2 points in the game. But Boston helping them out as they come down and throw the ball away for their first possession in the second half. Milwaukee can't take advantage as they also turn the ball over, and back down the floor come the Celtics on the fast break after the steal. And that's going to be 15. That will be Greg Minor on the break for 2 as he pulls up from 10 feet and drops it in. Milwaukee coming back down the floor. It's going to be, got to do that. Just like that. So Milwaukee gets to the free throw line. That will be Benoit Benjamin. He drops in the first and the second, and that'll be their first 2 of the half. 59-47, the lead back to 12. Boston comes down. Here's a 3-point attempt. This is going to be to Rick Fox. He's a 36% shooter. He's being guarded by Randolph Keys, who's a +6. So that makes him a 42% shooter from 3. And Rick Fox, nothing but net as he drains the 3 from the top of the key. And that gets the Celtics right back into the heat of it. It's 59-50, Milwaukee over Boston. Here's a 56. 56 is going to be an M1 as Milwaukee comes back down the floor. Johnny Newman takes it to the hole. He gets fouled. He'll get the 2 points. Oh, that was the wrong team. I know they're going to score 2 points at some point, but so he gets the 2. The free throw is a 48. He's an 8% shooter, so that is the traditional 3-point play. Oh, boy, messing that all up, aren't I? I'm trying to get myself all out of whack. So 3, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, this should be 62 to 50. Lead is back up to 12. Boston brings it back down the floor. Here's a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Todd Day. He's being guarded by Johnny Newman. So that makes Todd Day a 45% shooter. Doesn't matter as Day misses. Not a great shooter, Todd Day in the NBA. So we're coming back down the floor with Milwaukee on the miss. Here is a 16. That's a free throw attempt. That goes to Sean Respert. He makes the first. He makes the second, and that's going to be 2 for Milwaukee. 64 to 50 is the lead. Celtics with the ball. They come in down and go to the rack. That's going to be 51. That'll be David Wesley taking it to the hole. 75% free throw shooter. He puts them both in. And Boston now down. It's hard to tell now because I messed it all up. 64-52. Consistently been about a 12-point lead for the Bucks in this game. 84, that's going to be a bucket back to Glenn Robinson. Robinson with 14 in the game. And the Celtics control the possession here. So they come back down the floor. That's going to be a 58. 58 goes to Eric Montross as they dump it down low. Montross with the spin and in the lane and lays it in for 2. 58, that's going to be a bucket right back to Ben Baker as it's a real inside game here between these two. 2, 4, 7, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I keep missing on these, so I'm just trying to make sure. So Ben Baker with the bucket, and the Celtics bring it back down, get into their half-court set. They dump it down. It's actually going to be Greg Minor from the outside from 17 feet as he drops it in. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and Minor with 4 points in the half. 66-56 is the Milwaukee lead. Milwaukee goes on a run. This will be their second run of the game, and that's a 25. That'll be a 9-2 run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's going to be big for them as let's mark the run for the Celtics. So we got a 9-2, 57. That here. 57 is our number, so that puts us in this third row. So 2 for the shooting guard Newman, and 2 for Glenn Robinson. 3 for the power forward Baker as he steps out and knocks down the 3. Didn't think through that, did I? And that's going to be 2 for the center. And the 2 for is go to Dana Barros, point guard. All right, take our 2 minutes off the clock. So we're down to 5 minutes left in the third. After that 9-2 run from the Bucks, it's 75-58 as Milwaukee is starting to pull away from Boston in game number 1 of the season. Here's a 54. That's going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Dana Barros. He is guarded by Sherman Douglas, who's a +8. That makes him a 60% shooter, and it's still not enough as he misses on the jumper. Here's a 77. A 26 goes to Glenn Robinson as he drops in another bucket. Glenn Robinson, the all-star power forward, or the all-star small forward, big man who could shoot, get to the rim. It's a great player in college at Purdue. He was a great player in the NBA. Here's a 42. 42 is a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Rick Fox. Fox being guarded by Glenn Robinson. And that's going to be a 54% opportunity. Rick Fox drops it in for 2. And he's got 5 here in the second half. I don't think I gave Glenn Robinson his there. 17, back to the free throw line. And this will be Benoit Benjamin at the free throw line. He drops both of them in, and he's got 6 in the quarter. 79-60 is the Milwaukee lead. Boston searching for any kind of offense that they can get. 22 is back to the free throw line for Todd Day, and a couple free throws for Day, as that's really been his only option in this game as he's missed his field goal attempts. 79-62, Milwaukee's lead. They come back down the floor, and that's going to be Glenn Robinson again with another bucket as he's got 8 in the quarter. 81-62, 19-point lead for Milwaukee, and Boston trying to climb back into this one. 2-pointer from Rick Fox. He's being guarded by Robinson, so 1-54 is good, and that's good. You can see that he's a 49% shooter. We got a 50, so he would have missed, but Robinson's defense not good, so that pushes Rick Fox over and into a bucket. So that's how the defense works, and it's kind of subtle, but it does help you hurt you in the game. You just got to play it. 58 is going to be a 2-pointer. That will go to Ben Baker. And Baker with 2. He's got 7 in this half. 83-64 is the lead for Milwaukee. Back to the line. This time it's going to be Rick Fox to the line. He makes the first, and he makes the second. And Fox starting to heat up a little bit. He's got 3, 5, 7, 9 in this quarter, in the second half. And let's see if he can carry Boston a little bit closer to the lead. 20. Those are free throw attempts. That goes to Benoit Benjamin again, and he knocks down both. Benjamin having an excellent game. So he's at 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 points for Benoit Benjamin as he's helping the Bucks along here. I don't know if I put that down, so we'll catch it. 38 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Eric Williams. Williams is being guarded by Glenn Robinson, so he's a +5. That makes him a 1-49. And Eric Williams with the bucket. Tentatively, 83-66. Don't know if I caught everything or not, but 23-point lead here for Milwaukee, and they have the ball with 1 minute left in the quarter. Back to the free throw line goes Ben Baker. He misses the first and misses the second. That's a tough one for him, as the big man can't come through for the Bucks. Leaves an opening for the Celtics as they come back down the floor, and that's going to be a 76. So on the fast break, Todd Day puts it in, and that will be his fourth point of the second half. 83-68, Milwaukee over Boston. Here's a 57. 57 is a bucket that comes from Glenn Big Dog Robinson. We're settling on Big Dog, by the way. And Celtics get the last possession of the half, or the quarter. That'll be a 40. 40 is a 2-point attempt. That goes to Dino Raja. Raja being guarded by Ben Baker. He's a +3, so that makes him a 1-53. And Dino Raja ends the quarter with a bucket. So tentatively 70-83 is the Bucks over the Milwaukee. The Bucks over the Celtics. They're both green. It's hard to tell, right? So let's tally these up, and I think I missed one for the Bucks somewhere along the way. So we'll see. 2, 4, 5. And 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, so 17, 24, 32. Where were we? We're here. So 32 should be 89. Whoa, I missed more than that. All right, so it should be 89. Let's see. Let's see if we kept up with the Celtics. So they end right there. 32. Really good quarter for them, and came out with some fire. There's a 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 6, 9. That's for Rick Fox. Rick Fox turning it on as he's got 13 in the game now. Slow start for him, but picking it up. So 2, 4, 8, 12, 21, 23, 25, 27 for the Celtics. And let's see, where were the 45? So 20 is 65. 72 should be. So missed a bucket somewhere along the way for them. So the score is 89-72, 17-point lead for Milwaukee as they get the ball first in the fourth quarter. And we'll see if the Celtics can come back on them. 17 points is a lot to overcome, but with the runs, it's possible. 47, that's a 2-point attempt, and that will be from Ben Baker. He is a 49% shooter. He's going up against Dino Raja, so 1-49. And Ben Baker with a little turnaround hook in the lane, and that's going to be 2 for Milwaukee. 91-72 is the lead. Here's a 31. That will be free throw attempts. That goes to Dana Barros. He knocks in the first and the second, and that'll be 2 for Boston. Milwaukee coming back down the floor. 55 is a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Glenn Robinson. He is being guarded by Rick Fox, who's a +2. So that's going to be a 50% chance for Robinson as he drains it, no problem. And 93-74 is the lead, 19 points. 61 goes to a 2-pointer for Todd Day. So Todd Day with a couple more points. He's got 10 in the game coming off the bench. 36 going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Ben Baker. Baker this time being guarded by Dino Raja again. So 1-49, and Baker's up to it as he puts in his second bucket of the fourth quarter. 95-74 is the lead. Boston come down. They get free throws from Rick Fox, 77% free throw shooter. He knocks them both in. And Fox having a good second half after a very slow first half. Milwaukee with the turnover. That's turnover number 7 for the Bucks. And Boston has dodged quite a few bullets here, but they come down and turn it over themselves. So 2 turnovers in a row, 3 turnovers in a row. It's a turnover fest. And back to Boston, who goes to the line. This will be Greg Minor at the line, and he knocks both down. And the Celtics climb a little bit closer. It is 97-76, so 21 is still the lead, and Milwaukee can't seem to get it out of their own way as they throw it away again. Boston with the 54, that's a 2-point attempt from Dino Raja. Raja being guarded by Vin Baker, so that's a +3, so 53 is our number. And Raja with the turnaround jumper misses as the Bucks get the rebound, come back down the floor. 85 is going to be a bucket that goes to Randolph Keys. Keys, his first 2 of the game off the bench. 99-76 is our score here. 46 is going to be a 2-point attempt that goes to Todd Day. Day is being guarded by who? By Johnny Newman, so that's +7. So 45 is his number, and he knocks it down. So Todd Day with 2 points. Brings the Celtics back within, 21? So getting close. 46. 46 is a 2-point attempt. That's going to be from Lee Mayberry as he gets his first shot attempt, I think, of the day. Yeah. Mayberry is being guarded by Dana Barrows, who's a +6, so that gives him up to a 50% chance. And Lee Mayberry is up to the challenge as he drops in the bucket. 101-78. The lead is 23 for Milwaukee, and the Celtics take it down the lane and get to the line. That's going to be David Wesley for 2 free throws, and he knocks them both down. 7 minutes left in the game. The Bucks go back to Ben Baker. So Baker being guarded by Dino Raja, so a 49% shooter, and Ben Baker with 2 points. Baker having a big game for Milwaukee. The Celtics coming back down the floor, that's a 35. A 35 is going to be free throw attempts to Dana Barrows. He knocks both shots down, and that's going to be 82 for the Celtics. So the lead is now 103-82 for Milwaukee. Here's an 82, speaking of, and that will be a bucket to Johnny Newman. Johnny Newman with 10, 12, 14 in the game. Turnover from the Celtics. That'll be turnover number 6. And Milwaukee with the rebound comes back down and they throw it away on the fast break. That's going to be 10 turnovers for the Bucks. See if the Celtics capitalize. They come down. They throw it to Greg Minor out on the wing. He is being guarded by Johnny Newman, so he's really a 58% shooter, and he misses it anyway. Who was that, Minor? Minor's having a tough game. Not as good as he had hoped. But first game of the season, so, chalk it up to maybe a little rust in game time. 48, that's going to be a 2-point attempt from Sherman Douglas. Douglas is being guarded by Dana Barrows, so he's really a 60% shooter. And he takes it down the lane and misses. And back the other way are the Celtics. So here's a 53. 53 is a 2-point attempt. That'll come from Todd Day. Todd Day being guarded by Johnny Newman, so that makes him a 45% shooter. And Day misses yet again. He's got 4 in the quarter, but he misses that one, and back down the floor come the Bucks. This will be an auto bucket that goes to Lee Mayberry. Mayberry not on the board until the fourth quarter, but now he's got 4. 4 minutes left in the game, and this will be the Celtics with a 2-point attempt. That's to Dino Raja. Raja being guarded by Vin Baker, so he's a +3, so 53, and he just misses. He misses the 2-pointer. Easy little jumper there. Contested, but should have made it. And he misses anyway. This is going to be an 18 to the Bucks. Free throws for Ben Baker, 67% shooter. He makes both, and Vin Baker's big night continues. 105 to 82. I feel like I'm missing some here going through the commentary so much. 66, that's going to be a bucket to Greg Minor as Greg Minor puts that one in, and that'll be a field goal for the Celtics shooting guard. Here's another run from the Bucks. That's going to take us down almost to the end of the game, and that will be a 6-0 run for Milwaukee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's mark that off. The 6-0 run is here. And what happened there? So 75 is going to be this next to last line. So 2 for the shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. So we'll give that to the backups here. We'll say that the backups are in the game. So that's going to be Respert, Keys, and Cummings. So that's how we'll do that. With a 20-something point lead. What are they at? 111 to 84. So at this point, the backups are probably in the game. This is going to be the Celtics. A 68 is going to be a bucket to 22. That's going to be Greg Minor. And Minor with 2 points. That's 86. 111, 86. And a couple more possessions left in the game. 36 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Glenn Robinson. He's being guarded by Rick Fox, so he's really a 50% shooter. And Fox cannot stop the big dog from eating. And he's got 4 in the fourth quarter. 113 to 86 is our score. The Celtics have one more shot. This is going to be free throw attempts to Eric Montrose, who hits the first and the second. Against all the odds, he drops 2 free throws in, and that's going to be near our final. That's the end of the game. Tentatively, we've got 113 to 88. Let's check the score and make sure that that's correct. So we got 4, 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. So nice quarter from Vin Baker. 2 from Terry Cummings. So 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 26. And they started where? They started at 89. So 20 is 109 plus 6, 115. Missed a couple there. And we're going to put 26 and 115. And let's see where the Celtics wound up. That's going to be not 2, but 4. 2, 2, 4, 6. And 2, not a great quarter for them. So 6, 12. 16, 18, 20, only 20 points. Boy, some low scores here. And for the Celtics, they started at 72, so should be 92, so missed a few here. And that's going to be it for them as they wind up losing 115 to 92. Let's go through the totals here. It's going to be 6 points for Sherman Douglas, 4 points off the bench for Lee Mayberry. He finally got it going a little bit. 7, 12, 14 for Johnny Newman. Yeah. 2, 4, 6 for Respert. So 12, 22, 26 for Glenn Robinson. Really nice game for him. 4 off the bench for Keys. That'll be 12, 19, 27 for Vin Baker. 4 points off the bench for Terry Cummings. 16, 24 for Benoit Benjamin. So really nice game for the big man. And nothing for Conlon. So 27 game high for Baker, and Robinson leading the way for Milwaukee. So 6, 8, 12 for Dana Barros. 5, 7, 9 off the bench for Wesley. 7, 13. I feel like this is Wesley's rookie year or somewhere around there. It's going to be 4, 8, 12 for Todd Day. Nice game off the bench. 13, 15 goes to Rick Fox, as he didn't have much in the first half, but heated up in the second half a little bit. So 8 points for Williams off the bench. 12, 14 for Dino Raja. You got a blank here for Burrow. That's Junior Burrow. 5, 7, 9 for Montrose, and Purvis Ellison blanked in the game. All right, so not a ton of scoring here. Lots of distribution for the Celtics, but not a lot of scoring there. Let's see what we got for the game. So in the game, Baker had 34, Robinson 24, or 30 and 24. So Baker with 27, Robinson with 26. So about spot on. Benoit Benjamin looks like he didn't play in this game. So that was an unexpected 24 points. 14 for Newman. Newman only had 4 here. And let's look at Boston. Boston, very similar to what happened. Eric Williams was 16. Williams here had 8. Team high was Rick Fox. Rick Fox had 19, had 15 here. Raja had 18. He had 14 in our game. Montrose had a nice game, 14. He had 9 here. Barros with 8, only 8. Junior Burrow did get on the board here, but David Wesley had a better game on the tabletop than he had in real life. The actual score in this game was 101 to 100, and our score is 115 to 92. So this is game 2 of our opening night replay, and that was in the books, Milwaukee over Boston. And really nice game from Ben Baker and Glenn Big Dog Robinson. This is Uptempo basketball. This is the 95-96 season. So the new season is out and available. You can go purchase it at uptempobasketballgame.com. And if you have any questions or comments about this game or Uptempo basketball in general, you can leave them down in the comments section below. I believe the next game is Charlotte, and who will be the next game up? Next game will be the Bulls. The Hornets at the Bulls. Bulls won that one 105 to 91 on their way to one of 72 wins for the year for them. And so got those teams printed out and ready to go as well. So maybe tomorrow we can do that. Doing the opening night. So all the first games, all of these games will be a part of the opening night replay. And these will be posted here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'm hoping to put quite a bit more content out there for Uptempo basketball and build out this channel a little bit. So if you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button. If you want to be notified every time I post a new video, just click on the bell icon, and you'll be automatically notified whenever I put new videos up. That's what that means. And give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. That helps Google to know, hey, this is good quality content. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up and help to support this game. It gets out in front of more people see it, more people buy it, and it allows me to continue forward creating more and more seasons. We have 4 seasons, 82, 83, 85, 86, 88, 89, and then 95, 96. So those are the 4 seasons. The next season will be 2021-22, so the season that we just finished. And that'll be what's upcoming for Uptempo basketball. All right, I think that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.